Welcome back to Bad Blood. In the last part, we found out from Vincent Kennedy McMahon that we are now taking on Eric Bischoff in a steel cage. That's perfectly titled Bad Blood. Time to see whether I choose to make this match go long or end it as fast as I possibly can. So, let's find out, shall we? I forgot they do this whenever there's a feud going on. I love how they basically insinuated that the DDT is the strongest move in Eric Bischoff's arsenal. Alright, God, you stupid phone! Why? Why, you stupid phone? Alright, time to find out. We cannot talk to anyone, which kind of stuffs me up. We get this. Alright, so the card for tonight is a World Tag Team title match between the Dudley Boys and Chris Jericho and Christian. A triple threat match for the Intercontinental title between Stone Cold Steve Austin, Big Sexy Kevin Nash and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. And lastly, we have a steel cage match where it seems I can win by pinfall or submission. Yeah, by pinfall or submission against Eazy-E Eric Bischoff. But before that, it seems we have crowned a new Intercontinental Champion. Of course, there is no DQ because it's a steel cage. And we at least have a little tutorial on how to escape the steel cage, which has not been changed at all from Shut Your Mouth. I think the only control scheme that's even been remotely changed has been reversals. Because in Shut Your Mouth, the only way you could reverse was with square. But in this, they've made it that you use L2. I have to fix up my control. For some reason, at times, either R2 or L2 will just block up. So I've got to fix it by shaking the control around. This has to be the most offense Bischoff has ever gotten on me, ever. I think out of every time I've played the game, that seems to be the most offense Bischoff has ever gotten on me. Oh, I'll get to change that around. Umpire can do red. Okay. Alright, since I haven't really been attacking Bischoff's legs at all the entire match, actually I haven't been doing any submission based moves. Which is fine, because Goldberg doesn't really do submissions, but because it's a special type of match, I figured I'll show off all of Goldberg's moves. So first off, I'm just showing off all of his submission-based moves. Then I'll just mess around with every other move he has. And I've actually never seen all of Goldberg's submission move. Oh, that's a handy move for him. Oh, that was real quick. I wasn't expecting to get Bischoff to legs to... Wasn't expecting Bischoff's leg... No. Third time's the charm, isn't it? I wasn't expecting to get Bischoff's legs to red that quick. I feel so sorry for Bischoff since it's such a... I could finish this match anytime I want, but instead I'm just taunting him, similar to No Way Out of 03. Yeah, figured why the hell not? It's a steel cage, why not? Get to win the match by escaping and by using Eric Bischoff's own finisher against him. That's just adding insult to injury right there. I know I could have won by pinfall or submission, but figured why the hell not? Just win by escaping the cage. It wasn't so much an impressive victory, it was an inevitable victory. Now, is this the one I'm thinking of where you can choose to beat up Bischoff with a chair? Or throw him on the guardrail? Guess not. Well, because he's annoyed me, I'll choose the steel chair. Why the hell not? That is true, JR. You can't say he doesn't deserve that. You feel sorry for Bischoff. Not really, actually. Once again, you'll be asked if you want the tag team titles, but I do not want a tag team title match just yet, so I will not save. We are now in Manchester, New Hampshire. Time to find out, after decimating Eric Bischoff at Bad Blood, what's going to happen now. Ah, I remember this, I think. I don't want a title match. Alright, I could either go one-on-one against the World Heavyweight Champion again, but I'm gonna try and ask for another... I know there's a storyline from this. I just cannot remember what happens. But for the sake of this, I'm gonna ask for another match. I know I could beat up Triple H again, however, I want to see if I can verse at least close to everyone on the card. Obviously that's not gonna happen. I figure what the hell? Oh, so we've got Trish vs Jazz, we have a fatal 4-way hardcore match. Okay, I'm not gonna skip it. Okay. Just like I used to do in Smackdown Shut Your Mouth, I'm gonna try and show at least one computer match every month. If there's any good matches there. I know from April to June, April 1st week to Bad Blood, there's been decent matches, but because there's a hardcore champion, there's a fatal 4-way match for the hardcore title. I'm gonna check that out. So it's time to check out whether Chris Jericho will retain the hardcore title. we've seen Austin's theme. Now it's time for
Can you dig it, sucker? Can you dig it, sucker?
And just remembered, we have seen Jericho's theme before. Oh, I hope the camera lasts. Come on, battery life, help me out. Actually, when it comes to Goldberg vs Triple H, I'll show you. It's like a not cheat. I'll show you a cheap way on how to win. It only works if DQ is off, which this match isn't, so we shall see how long this match will go for. This would be a good match, even if it was a standard fatal 4-way. These four never interacted. You had like a mini feud between Austin and Booker T. Could have easily had Van Dam and Jericho in a feud over something, even if it was the Alliance vs WWF or whatever. Yeah, or even Austin versus Jericho. Actually, I'm liking this match. There's not many matches that the game will generate itself that I actually like. This is one of the matches that I like. Yeah, since it's four guys. Yes, these are four guys that I like. Well, I rarely play as any of them. Actually, I play as Austin at times, but Jericho, Booker, and Van Dam, I don't play as them that often. Here comes the pain. I play as Austin the most in Smackdown vs Raw 06. I know my way round with Van Dam, and the rest, and Jericho and Booker T, I don't play as them that often. And it seems that Jericho has the momentum. Same with Stone Cold. That's about it. Van Dam went for a corkscrew moonsault. Connected with Jericho and Booker T. Now he's going against Van Dam while Jericho's against Austin. But both Booker and Austin have reversed. And it seems Jericho's the closest to getting a Smackdown stored. Anyway, because I've got a CPU match and then my match coming up, this will be one of my 20+ minute videos. Of course, the referee will get hit. At last, hardcore element, steel chair. German suplex. I'm not even halfway through this and I'm already thinking of who should I play as for SmackDown vs Raw. That actually shows how interested I am in my WWE LPs. Now I know, despite the fact that I've got my Max Payne and the Pokemon Coliseum Nuzlocke coming up, I've actually also got those LPs from that upcoming 2013 Let's Plays video. Actually, that gives me an idea. Because this is a CPU match, I'll just ask you now. From that video titled Upcoming 2013 Let's Plays, which game out of the ones listed in that video do you all want me to do the most? For the people who haven't seen the video, and off the top of my head, from my best recollection, I think the games listed were Chaos Legion, Disney Epic Mickey, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and what else? I think there's 4 games, but I cannot remember the last one. Oh, what was it? Well, for the sake of it, I'll just say all game 4. It's like a SmackDown bonanza. Oh well, Austin's won. Oh good man. Come on, battery life. You've survived the hardcore fatal 4-way match. You'll just have to survive at least a minute or 2 of Goldberg vs Triple H. I know that match isn't that good, but just hold on. Then I can stop the SmackDown Mega Session and recharge the batteries of both myself and my camera. And because we've seen Goldberg vs Triple H in the game as well as in the WWE itself, which was a decent storyline, although it lasted a fair while, which was somewhat of a standard back then. Most feuds lasted a couple of months. Well, actually, 3... Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Not a proper match. What am I doing? I was so accustomed to just doing a proper match. No, I don't want a pin. Come on, not. I'll go for a pin. Alright. When it's... I should probably mention, when the pin's like that, so a normal style sort of thing. Now this takes forever to do. Why? You've got to pray the computer not that smart. Come on, Triple H, hit me. No, you dumbass. Seriously? I'm trying to get DQ. Well, actually, I'm trying to beat him. Surprise! Yeah, exactly like I said. I knew this was going to be a 20+ minute video. Triple H, doofus. Perfect. Actually, didn't last as long as I thought. Yes, I know it's a cheap way to win, but when you're desperate, you'll do that. So, here's my mouse. There we go. All right. that's for all you cheap artists who want to know what's a cheap way to win in Here Comes the Pain. Just do that. Just bring the table into the ring. You've got to make sure that DQ is on for this to work. Otherwise, if the DQ option is off, then it would essentially just be a no DQ match. So in that essence, you'd have to just beat up your opponent with a steel chair. But because we're now done with that, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like or favorite this video. If you didn't, leave constructive criticism in the comment section below.